All right, here's the Armenian Arman Tsarukyan, a lightweight that many believe will one day be wearing UFC gold around his waist. The winning streak is in tow, and the strength of schedule has just been fantastic, really dating to the Islam Makhachev fight back in 2019. At times, perhaps Tsarukyan has been a victim of expectation, but largely he has lived up to what was some appreciable hype when he signed with the UFC back in 2019. He has inched his way towards contention. He's a guy that some have called the boogeyman of lightweight division, a guy that a lot of people don't want to fight. Eventually, you gotta fight him. We'll see if he can rise to the occasion here tonight. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in two divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that I think separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Khamzat Chimaev has stepped inside the octagon and is ready to fight. And now our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Arman Tsarukyan. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. All right, let us get to the early round action here, and a lot of people believe that Arman Tsarukyan eventually will be a UFC champion. At a main event with Mikhail Gamrot, that did not go his way, but he's back on the horse, still believes that he will be a force to be reckoned with in this division, and as far as this matchup is concerned, doesn't really see a whole lot of holes in his opponent's game, so we'll see how he chooses to attack. All right, didn't take us long to get our first clinch situation here. Some wrestlers pursue the takedown at distance. This guy has no issues trying to get it out of this clinch situation.
No, he loves this clinch because he's got a great inside-out trip. He does a good job of changing his levels to get to the hips. He's just a good fighter from in close. He has spent a lifetime developing his skills. He wants to impose his will on his opponents from this position. Using a lot of good movement.
Don't be flat. You gotta be on the side. Get to a side.
Just over 3 minutes to go round one.
Scramble. Pummel.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Tsarukyan. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Oh, there's that patented leg kick. Nice job to get the guard up there as the strike is blocked by Khamzat Chimaev.
Beautiful body kick.
The takedown is not there. Straight right, he misses. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, hip toss, and he is able to take him down. Beautiful execution there.
Great job knowing exactly what he wanted. Moving the position left and stepping in with that right leg to load his opponent and flipping it through. Great move. We love the big move. They're very excited.
All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
While the ground and pound is there once again, strong work here by Tsarukyan. These ground strikes really starting to add up. There's another one. 30 seconds now to go in the opening round.
He's got to start throwing down.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
You're not tired. I don't care. You're going to get out there and you're going to work. You train.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish. Nice kick. Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
He passes the half.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Chimaev's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. Making all these shots count. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Nice.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight. There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved it. I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
2 rounds in the books.
He's beating you on the ground. You can't allow that to happen. The fight does go down there. I want you on top. So look for your scrambles, look for your sweeps, look for your reverses. Good guard.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. Nice judo toss for him there. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back.
Great job finding his shots from the top position. Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Excellent ground and pound there by Tsarukyan. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Tsarukyan going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. Postures up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Watch out, that left is coming right behind that jab now.
And now he's in side control.
Wrist control.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Tsarukyan.
Another strike gets through from the top position. Nice transition.
Relentless pressure from the top by Tsarukyan. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount, and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds, because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound for such a dominant position.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Tsarukyan. Really good job with the ground and pound, and now you can see some visible swelling on his opponent. Tsarukyan is right back to the full mount. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Tsarukyan ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Tsarukyan. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, heading back to the corner, and Chimaev's eye is worse for wear. That's completely swollen shut at this point in time. You know the ringside physician is going to come in and take a look, but you got to think the vision, at least in that eye, is completely compromised at this point in time. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defense.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now. On that punch right there, his his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
So once again, making good use of his size as he lands the knee. Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating his combinations with that hook tonight. Chimaev's eye is officially swollen shut. The referee keeping a close eye on things. Power shots landing on both sides. And the chins continue to hold up.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Tsarukyan. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning. The position of the underhook opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. He's got to be careful here.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Massive shot from the top.
Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas.
Scramble and go! Scramble and go!
That was nice.
Chimaev's back in full mount.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times.
30 seconds to go here. Tsarukyan is in half guard now. 10 seconds remaining here in round 4. 20 minutes down, 5 to go. All right, somewhat mercifully, that is the end of the round. The swelling around his eye is out of control. Cut man hustling in quickly, but I think they might stop this fight, DC.
That eye's looking pretty bad right now. They need you to protect it at all times.
All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 5th and final round. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. His misses are entertaining. Nice jab there by Tsarukyan. All right, so a high-amplitude double-leg takedown there. Now we'll see what he can do with it to try to advance position on the ground.
You knew that he was going to attack the double because he's such an explosive guy. He got it on the hip, finished the shot very quickly. Fantastic job.
Well, we know you fans out there generally don't like premature stoppages, but I'm not sure this would be premature. I mean, his face is essentially shut closed at this point of the fight.
He's just been beat up. He's been outclassed. He's been outworked. He's been outsmarted. His opponent has just been better. He's been better in every aspect of fighting, and it's showing in all the swelling that is on his face. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Under 3 minutes remain in round 5. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Tsarukyan's in half guard. Oh, big shots from the top. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Chimaev's back inside control.
Big ground and pound. Big right hook there by the champ.
Oh, look at the redness underneath that left elbow. He is badgering that left side of the body.
The belly.
Chimaev's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. Nice job to reverse position there on the ground, and now we'll see what he can do with the dominant position. Good work from the top here by Tsarukyan.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him.
Oh, hammer fist here by Tsarukyan. 20 seconds to go in the fight. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
What a fight! 25 minutes turned in. We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 49-46. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so the welterweight cut never seemingly an easy one for Khamzat Chimaev, but certainly no issues on